It's a good movie.
Oh man, and they're in that movie together so much.
Yeah, it's just them.
Yeah, basically. But what would you rate this one if we're given a letter grade? Or not a letter grade. Not a letter grade. I'm sorry. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. All right, I'll do. I'd say this is a fair. This is an 8.
Okay. Yeah. See, I was gonna give the same thing. I'm surprised of you said how low the rating score on this was. You said it was 57 or 51.
51. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But man, like I said, or like we've said countless times, you can't take those ratings to heart. You're gonna like what you're gonna like.
Hey, I mean, it's not Firestarter. Firestarter has a 12% right now, my man.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes they are right about things, but you know, sometimes they know what they're talking about. But other times like this, I think it deserves way more than a 51%.
Yeah. You know, I have a bonus swan fact for you actually right now, and I want to know how you think that this would have panned out. But I guess Mel Gibson was originally going to be Christian Wolf.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
No way. I mean, no way. That he has had kind of a resurgence in the last couple of years, but I mean, Mel Gibson? No way. I could not see him playing that. That is, for one, even when this movie came out, he was still too, I believe he would have been too old to do this. Like, Ben Affleck is, I mean, you know, he's the perfect age for this. I think he was in his, his early 40s or mid 40s when he did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Gibson would have been in his early 60s?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, Mel Gibson does have a couple of good movies that are, I'm not going to say a couple. There's one that I actually enjoyed that is more recent, the one I talked about before, Bloodfather.
Mm-hmm.
He did pretty good in that one. But it's kind of like, you know, watching Liam Neeson in these movies now. It's like, dude, like, you're pushing 70 and you're kicking guys' ass. You know, you're kicking ass that's like 40 years younger than you. Let's be realistic. Regardless of the quote unquote training that you've had, your character would have had in these movies and backgrounds and stuff. And Taken was what basically, you know, is what we kind of connect him with. I
mean, yeah, the first Taken is fine, but my shit is I really loved A Walk Among the Tombstones, but that's more.
Oh my God, yes.
More of a realistic film, especially for him.
Yes,
you know,
and even in the one that we the focus that we did a while back,
Run All Night. Uh-huh.
Yeah. He's very real. It's very realistic. His age and everything. He's, you know, a rundown kind of cheap hitman that's kind of at the end of his light or end of his road. But yeah, those types of characters fit him better than being this like super spy or whatever. You know. Yeah,
or the stuff like the Commuter and like this, you know, where you're just like, what's going on here?
He definitely has he has a specific role that he's kind of taking on now, which is that Taken like archetype.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, if it works for him, it works for him. I have no hate on Liam Neeson. You know, kudos to him for finding what types of characters he can play now and doing it. But yeah, Mel Gibson in this, no way. I could not. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you think this movie would have been better?
My thoughts are fuck Mel Gibson. I don't care to see him in anything, and that's why he didn't get to. He was supposed to come back as Max for Fury Road, but George Miller said fuck you and cast Tom Hardy, and I think Mel was super butthurt about that. But it's like, yo, come on, man. Like, you need, again, like, people need to have consequences for the way that they, you know, that they have been, or how they choose to live their lives, or the things that they say that aren't cool. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get a pass. Everybody can't just get a pass all the time. You know what I mean?
Right. I totally agree with that. But yeah, man, I think that would have been a horrible choice. That being said, it would have been shit. So, yeah, man, I think that's it. Is there anything? Did we miss anything? You want to go over anything else in the film that we didn't go over?
No, just that this guy Gavin O'Connor has done some great stuff, and this is another like kind of notch on his belt, like where he did the Way Back.
The Way Back, yes, The Way Back.
So he did Pride and Glory from 2008 with Colin Farrell and Edward Norton, a great fucking movie. And then he did Warrior from 2011 with Tom Hardy. Interestingly enough, that I bring him up again. But and then goddamn, what's his name? Joel Edgerton.
Joel Edgerton?
Yes.
Yeah. That movie's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, he has a great catalog of movies so far.
Yeah, pretty much.
He knows what he's doing.
I would say so. You know, and then I know what we didn't talk about, the potential for a sequel. I think the last update was in 2021, and they said that they got the green light and things are moving ahead for pre-production. So that's exciting. Yeah,
I think they're doing scripts, I think, or they're going revisions and stuff like that. So we didn't go over that in the earlier in the episode, but I'm super excited. I remember when this first came out, and there was already kind of a buzz about if they were going to do a second one or not, and then it kind of died down. And then, like you said, just recently, last year, they brought up the fact that that number 2 had been greenlit, and they're moving along with it. So I'm super excited for that. Super excited to see Ben come back. Hopefully he does. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get that going or to see that.
Especially the open-endedness of how they left the first one with him. You know, Braxton is still alive, so there's a lot of potential for the story to unfold. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Definitely set up a potential, new big franchise.
Yeah, man. This could go on for I'd say at least 2 more movies if they're able to, keep the story fresh and the writing as good as this one. I think it could be very successful.
I haven't read it yet, but I do know Vertigo put out a comic book for this as well.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so anybody listening out there, and for you too, James, check that out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to now. I'm going to look it up. See if I can get some on eBay or something, or see if anyone's selling them.
Oh, yeah. So I think next week is technically the last
week of the month.
Yeah, last week of the month. So we're going to be bringing Chris Pollock back for his takeover, of course.
Oh yeah,
and we're doing something real big for May. John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13.
Ooh, okay. I don't think I've never seen the original.
Just only the remake, which is actually pretty decent too.
Yeah, that's with Ethan Hawke, right?
And
Morbius.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's who he is, okay?
Yeah.
He's never gonna escape that.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Assault on Precinct 13th coming for the end of May. Very, very exciting to have Chris back on.
Oh yes, always.
It might we might be doing it over the phone with him this time, but regardless, it's gonna be fun to get him back in the studio and knock out another show, man.
Hell yeah.
But moving on from that, I do have a question for you.
Oh, what's up?
Where can all these lovely people find us at, given they don't know what we do or what we're about, man?
Oh man, I'm so glad you asked. So we are Drop the Mic. We are, like I said before, previous episodes. We are a San Diego-based podcast. We are available on every single platform that does play podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, I believe. Anything that does play a podcast, we are 99% sure that we are on that. So check us out. Give us a 5 stars, a thumbs up, a positive review. Please, if you have the time, do that. Share us with your friends, your family, coworkers if you think that they would enjoy this. We do have a Twitter now, correct?
Yes, we do have a Twitter. Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Follow us on there. Follow us on Instagram. Spread the word. Retweet. Share. Whatever.
It is also at Drop the Mic Pod is for the Twitter.
There you go. At Drop the Mic Pod on Twitter. Follow us there. Follow us on Instagram. We have an Instagram. It's at Drop the Mic _podcast. Follow us there. You can like our posts. We post our sometimes our weekly recs, our weekly focus most of the time. Tell us if you enjoyed it, if you've seen it before, what you thought of it, if you heard the episode that we did, if you liked it. Give us some requests. If there's a film out there that we haven't done and you want to hear us do it, review it, go ahead and put that out there and let us know. We'll make some time. We'll set a specific date out for you and do that. If you don't want to put it on the post or on Twitter, you can also DM us. We'll respond to you pretty quick on there. Me and Wesley are both attached to that, so if I'm not seeing it, Wes will see it. So one of us will respond to you, and we'll let you know what's going on. And I think that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, very well said, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
As of course. I also wanted to say thank you for making time for the show. I know we're going to be releasing this one a tiny bit late, but
yeah,
better late than never, right?
Yes. Man, yeah, I love doing this, man. And I thank you for being flexible with your time, because I know with me it's a little more harder to get a fixed schedule down because things are constantly changing, or with kids and stuff like that. So I have to kind of work around them and family stuff. So thank you for being so flexible.
Yeah, no problem, man. Hopefully, maybe we can do something, even if it's a small thing, but when we go do your bachelor party in Vegas, maybe we can like record something.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool.
In person.
a little mini episode, that'd be awesome, man. And yeah, that's going to be fun as well. I can't wait for that. What else, man? I think that's it. Be on the lookout for some new pins probably in the next couple of months once we are able to lock down some specific artwork that we're doing here. We'll let that be known once we are officially 100% knowing on what we're going to do with that. But yeah, keep a lookout on some new pins in the future.
Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait to get some more merch out into the wild, you know?
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It really is. Cool, man. I guess until next time, we'll say good fight and good night.
Sit right there.
What is this place?
Pan America Airstream. 34 feet 7 inches long, 8 feet 5 inches wide. Dimensions which are perfectly adequate for one person. Preferable, even.
This is where you live?
No, I don't live here. This is a storage unit. That would be weird.
That's what would be weird?
I'd like to spend more time here. However, I'm afraid some of my clients might follow me.
Why would your clients follow you? You're an accountant. How do you know what to do here? Why are you prepared for this?
Plus, this is on wheels, which means I can hook it up and be gone in 12 minutes. Usually.
Sarcasm? Is that sarcasm?
No, that's not sarcasm. I don't use sarcasm. It's irritation. Everything in the world that is important to me is in this trailer. And right now, changing my routine for you